from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Indy. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Taken down on that play by Landon Jackson.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but his hands, and to the ground it goes.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
So on 4th down, here comes Maddox Trujillo and the Colts for a field goal try. This, 42 yards from the right hash. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! Now this is picked up inside the 35. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. At the 20, the 10, push for the end zone. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just... And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Lewis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Play fake, gets Richardson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready,
They'll start on the ground. Taylor. He has room past the 25. He gets loose down the right side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a one-score game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. You know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to within 6. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And goes to the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42.
They're going play fake with Penix. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Mike, let's go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Offense in the hurry up here. Play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Time coverage here from the Colts. 3rd down.
60 biceps. Here we go. Sack Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Set, go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Brought in close to the 8. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, here's Penix. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Go! Ready, go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
We've got a man in motion. Penix now. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons bump the lead up to 13 points. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has it at the 11. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Set of downs for him from the 31.
Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check. Panther. Check go.
Taylor trying the left side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it could set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
19 tight. 19.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Richardson will do it himself. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A solid gain there. He gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Let's go now. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Buys time, rolling right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Rocco 80.
Give now to the running back. He's got to gain a 6 there. Juju Brents with a stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take go.
Play fake. Penix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Trying for it with Penix. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 3rd of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. They'll check it down to Taylor. We'll have the 1st down and even more. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Ready, set.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They give to Taylor, right side. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Mitchell. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go.
Taylor trying to run for this first. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On first down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Michael Penix sacked. A loss of 11 yards.
Penix working from the gun. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to throw it. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a two-score game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in a hurry up here. Motioning left is their running back. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offensive line fast. Penix on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Here we go on 4th down with Penix. He's got it to his running back. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix hits him on the out route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
From the shotgun, Penix. That one's complete, right side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate. 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. 4th down, Penix. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 28-yard pickup there. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Taylor now up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Back to Taylor on 2nd down. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result, and now it's third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Richardson on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. Looking quickly here. They kick the running back in motion. Penix looking to pass. Forced out to his right. Dumps it off to his running back. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
They do go for it. It's Penix. And this one winds up incomplete. He took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. So after that, we'll change the ends of the field and change offenses. They'll take over when we begin the fourth. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Back. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Cowboy 80. Switch. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. It's caught left side by Mitchell. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Viking 18. Let's go.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Maddox Trujillo on to attempt to knock this through for the Colts. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want.
Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going play fake with Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. Hand off to the back. And that's a key stop defensively blocked. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back-to-back carries here. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll throw it. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson now. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts down by a touchdown.
Ready.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Go. Viking 18. Cougar 19.
Running right. This is Taylor. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Down by 6. No choice but to go for this.
Let's go now.
Desperation time here on 4th. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Taylor. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Throwing now. That finds Pittman, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the
1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Got that? Cowboy 80.
Here he is to throw. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Let's go. Viking 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Bronco 80.
So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The penalty makes it tougher, but their hands are tied here in the 4th. Gotta go for it.
Down. Johnny Lion.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.